Okay, there's that. Sucks to be that guy. I think next time, note to self, I'll log into the game before I start up playing. It's funny how this character looks exactly like Nathan. I didn't do enough character creating the last time. Excuse me. Yeah. Good girl. One minute we'll get started. Sneeze. Sneeze. Unfortunately, I can't just sit down like I did in Dark Souls 3, but I guess I could sit here and look at a wall. Yeah? I just did. I just did, actually. Yeah.
Just throw them in the toaster oven.
Okay. It's a lot of smoke I'm giving off for a spirit there. Kinda yucky. Not even a spirit, I'm in body form. What the hell is going on? Maybe it's just a bunch of fog effects. Maybe FromSoft was just like, well, we can do it, so we might as well do it. We have the technology, so let's just show off a little bit. Speaking of showing off, how you doing, everybody? Welcome back to Demon's Souls. Last time we died and ended up here in the Nexus in Boletaria. Technically, it's kind of a little... Actually, I don't know if it's a little outside of Boletaria or if it's right in the center of Boletaria, but we can't actually get to Boletaria itself by leaving the Nexus. We have to go through these archstones that have unlocked for us here in order to continue. And our world tendency is getting pretty bright there. As I said, as was mentioned previously, I don't know if I said it, I don't think I said it, I think somebody else said it. That is based entirely upon the conglomerate of everybody, but my own deaths will affect world tendency until I log out and then back in. So, let's see how many times we can die here in the Shrine of Storms. And I already read this stone here, so we shall enter and try to do 4-1 first. This is a bit of a challenge for me, specifically because I don't remember the last time I actually did 4-1 as the next world after 1-1, but oh well. If we die, we die. Because after we get out of here, we'll have one of the weapons we're going to keep permanently through the game, and a means of very cheaply getting back any souls that we lose from dying in a place like this. So I'm not terribly concerned about that stuff. Then there's these guys. Ow. Ow. And as you can see, they can roll right out of a swing there. Which makes them incredibly dangerous, and probably means that I shouldn't be coming here first. But that's alright. We'll see if we can make it on 30 healing items total. I think you get a few as you go through here anyway, so it should make it a little easier for us to make it through. They're also weak to fire, so if you can block them and then back up, that also works. Stop it. I unfortunately am lacking a 100% physical block shield, so... But these guys give quite a bit of souls for beating them up, so if you can afford to come here, I'd say go for it. Alright, I really don't want that guy to start rolling at me while the other guy is busy pew-pewing me with his arrows. Roll, you maniac, roll! Roll! For fuck's sake, roll! Stop it. Stop it. No. Mashing the roll button as hard as I could. But it was to no avail. Thankfully, the arrow guys are a little easier to deal with than the other guys. Sometimes they can drop holy arrows, which are pretty nice at this point, so... How many of you can I draw out at a time? Oh god. Ow, ow. Maybe that wasn't the smartest idea. Thank you for the Bladestone, even though I'll never need it. This place is kicking my ass. We're going to have to go to 1-2 after this, I think, because we're going to need the healing items. Maybe. We'll see. Eat fire! Okay, 1 flame toss plus a swing of the club is enough to kill him, so that's good. And as you can see, we have quite a bit of souls here that are helping us out. And we're getting rained on by arrows, which we don't want to do. Oh, that's work. Telling me there's a change in schedule. I will have to answer that in a moment when I am in a spot that won't cause me to die. There's a Talisman of God. You can use that to cast miracles, but I have other plans for that talisman because we can get more than 1 Talisman of God, so... You! I got a bone to pick with you. Okay. I think we're safe in this hallway. Let me check out what that said, because I gotta answer back because it's work, so... Let's see here. Change where you're working this week. We'll send a pic of the updated schedule. The times are the same. Okay. That's cool. Once she sends it, I will send her back a thank you. Okay, so we'll deal with the Vanguard later. There's a hallway here with a bunch of nothing in it, but there's also that tile right there. And what that tile does is it shoots arrows out at you. Now over here is a very difficult enemy for this point, a black skeleton. I was going to say black phantom skeleton, but no, he's not quite that tough. So we're going to see what we can do about this man's. Yeah, as you can see, even Flame Toss doesn't deal that much damage to him, so... If we can get around behind him, we'll be in better shape, but... There we go. Can I knock him off the ledge? No, not quite. Okay, wait. You want to try to chain backstab this guy, and you can do that if you kind of do like one of those, sort of. But you don't want to get hit by his katanas, because they hurt. They're painful. Thankfully, it wasn't as bad as I'm giving him credit for. He does give a lot of souls, though, so I wouldn't blame you if you were to decide, you know what, I'm going to roll off this cliff and go back and spend that stuff, but we're okay, we don't need to. And here we get the Crescent Falcon +1, a very broken weapon, because it's basically a +7 weapon that you can get right at the beginning of the game with very little effort. I used it on my previous attempt to play through this game, when I played it for my YouTube channel exclusively, and I will use it for exactly one fight coming up in this level. And after that, I'm throwing it in the box and never using it again, because it's just too good for existence at this point in the game. You should get that sort of stuff in like the next level, like 4-2 or something. Because at this point, it's just too good, man. It's just too good. Come on. I'm talking to you. Oh, we're lagging on sound effects again. Oh boy, well, if we start tanking frames, I'm gonna have to log out and log back in, so. Shit, hang on. Let me let them do that. The other one. And then we'll do that. Can I hit the other one with this? Yes, I can. Here we go. Don't you do it. Hoo-yah. Okay. So we got those guys. Now, what else can we do? If you roll off at the right part here, you can get enough hang time to get over that wall, and you can skip a very large portion of the level. You'll also get a regenerator's ring for going that way, but we'll go that way a different way. Or maybe we'll go that way at a different time. I don't know. There's a copper key there that we're going to need in order to unlock a cell coming up, so we'll do that in a little while. Those guys, by the way, are enemies that you can target with spells or arrows and that sort of stuff. And if you don't do that and you go out into wide open spaces like the area where the Vanguard is, there's a lot of items out there, but you will be lambasted by those manta ray thingies because they can shoot their stingers at you, and it's less that they hurt a lot and more that they're incredibly distracting. So we don't want that. I don't remember if there's a skeleton at the end of this hallway or if he's up the stairs from here. End of the hallway. Okay, I can deal with that. Maybe. Hoodia! I typically don't parry these guys, but if they give me the opportunity, I will make it work. See, because that's why you don't want to try to do dumb things, because then you just end up with this happening. And I don't want to go close to him, because if I go close to him, he's going to just, like, mess me up with his sword, so. Alright, before we go down here, because if you go down here and then you hit the wall, there's an illusory wall. You can go in there. But instead of doing that, we're first going to go up the stairs because there's more skellies to deal with, but once we're done dealing with them, we can get our good weapon that we want. Oh god. I was beating them off with a stick. Literally. Hey John, how's it going? Long time no see, man. We're back playing another Souls game, as you can see. And the sound effects are glitching out on us because we're doing it all online, and Demon's Souls' servers are kind of crap, but, you know, it's all good. I might have to save and quit in a moment just to remedy that, because I think our sound effects are still lagging behind a little bit, and that ain't good. There's an Augite of Guidance. Well, good. You're going to get your first experience with it. I'm going to save and quit here, actually, because up ahead is a thing that I need to turn chat off for 2 seconds in order to figure out, because there's a couple of items that we can... Basically, there's another crow there that we can trade with, and I want to know which weapons, or rather items, I would like to trade with him. And of course, since it's online, the loading screens are going to be even more long and exorbitant than they were previously. Let's see here. Soul Remains, Augite of Guidance that we just got. What can I get for trading him that Shard of Bladestone? Anything? No, nothing. Could get a fancy ring if I trade him my Brass Telescope. I may just do that since we just got a bow so we can use it instead of the telescope. Oops. Hold on. So Soul Remains, Augite of Guidance, and Brass Telescope, and Talisman of God. Okay. So we're going to have to save and quit multiple times here. And then we'll go from there. I did a terrible job on the character creator there, John, so in case it doesn't look like me, that's probably why. It's not nearly as in-depth as I said in the last one as Dark Souls 3's character creator. So I look especially brutish, which makes no sense because I played as a magician. So, yeah. He looks like a Boris Beefcake. Anyway.
You, Scary, give Sparkly me. Give Twinkly me.
Yeah, the hair seems right, but that's about it.
You, trade, give me Sparkly, Twinkly.
Okay then, little crow. So you gotta stand here, go into your items, find... Oh wait, hang on, I gotta do this to remove some of them from my things there. There we go. Because if you have them equipped, you can't... Yes, he wants a shiny. If you have the items equipped, you can't give them to him. I'm going to do that so I can block and shoot flames at them at the same time, the skeletons. So we need to trade to Sparkly, the crow. We need to trade him an Augite of Guidance, so we'll drop it from our inventory like that. Now, if you pick it up here, it's the item that you just gave him, so you have to manually save and quit the game multiple times in order to get the items you want. And you can't drop multiples just yet, as far as I know, either. It's unfortunate, but it's the case, so... We will just do it the old-fashioned way. And, John, in case you're wondering, although I've said it already, I think, a few times while you were on the streams, the servers for Demon's Souls will be shutting down in roughly a month. So we're going to go through the game all online in order to take advantage of the online, which will no longer be a thing pretty soon.
Scary,
So.
Sparkly, happy. More trade? More trade? Give me. Sparkly, Twinkly, please. Please, give.
Okay, and that's the extent of his dialogue, so we will trade him. We gave him our Augite of Guidance, and we got white arrows, which I'll show you what the white arrows are. Yeah, look at that attack damage there. Here's light arrows, which are arrows we picked up earlier. Yeah, it's like a Swan Song stream, almost. Yeah, that's why the stream title is A Farewell to Boletaria, because I don't know if I'll be playing this game again after the servers go down. Maybe offline at some point or another, but it just won't be the same, really. But yeah, here are the light arrows, which are better than the regular arrows we could have gotten from the blacksmith back at the Nexus. But white arrows? Yeah, now we're talking. 115 physical attack on those. And you combine that with the damage that the bow does, base, in order to get the damage you do with arrows, and that's just obscene. We won't be using these very often. We'll be using them in extremely dangerous situations only. But, yeah, not right now. So what else am I trading? I'm trading you 1 Soul Remains. You don't want to trade 6, because I might need those, actually, for some of the skeletons here. I don't know if it's in this level or maybe the next one. I don't know. We'll see. So 2 more items after this, and then we'll be done trading with the crow for probably a while. I don't know if we'll come back and trade with him at any point. Maybe. If there's anything else that can get me white arrows, I might, but at some point we're just going to item dupe them anyway, so... It's not like it's going to be that necessary. So if trading soul remains, we get more white arrows. Good. And we will trade you some more things. Here is a brass telescope because we got a bow, so we've basically got a means of zooming in on things. We'll get a cool ring for doing this. And we can actually equip that cool ring because I am not in soul form right now, so I don't need the cling ring in order to keep my HP up. That is a cool sword that barely does anything in this game, unfortunately. So for trading the brass telescope, we get the fragrant ring, which I will equip right now instead of the cling ring, for now. It slowly recovers your MP, which is very nice. A little bit of extra MP healing at a time never hurt nobody. Now, what is the last thing? I need to trade you this Talisman of God. And if you've played this game before, you know where I'm going with this. And if you haven't, you will see where I'm going with this in just a moment. There are our 2 blacksmiths. We'll find Ed in a little while. Not quite yet. And for trading the Talisman of God, we get... No more give. Sorry, Sparkly. Colorless demon souls are very nice. They are the souls of primeval demons. You don't feel power from it, but it gives you a large number of souls. You can also use it in order to enhance weapons and that sort of stuff that you created from bosses, basically. And we will be using it for that, but we'll also be using it for other things, and I will explain how we're going to get all of that out of one colorless demon soul eventually, not just yet. Oh, crystal lizard. Hang on. I'll come back for that item. Hold on. This is going to take a while. There we go. Dark Moonstone, yes, that is helpful. If you're playing a magic build, which we're kind of playing a magic build, you can use the Shards of Dark Moonstone in order to enhance your weapon as a crescent weapon, which does similar things to what the Fragrant Ring does. It slowly recovers your MP over time. That was also my weapon of choice, what it was going to be when I played the game on my YouTube channel a couple years ago, but sadly that playthrough no longer exists, so we gotta replace it with this one. How far in? Very not far at all. We got the first level done. Uh-oh. We disconnected from the servers. Oh boy. That's probably going to happen pretty often. I did the first level, the intro stage, well, the intro stage, then the first level, and then the cutscenes that happen after the intro stage, and that's about it in the last stream, so, yeah, rip. So, not far at all. This is... Usually you're not supposed to go to this level next. You're supposed to go to the level... Because you get a choice of 5 different paths. And the first level that you do in the game is on one path, and then there's 4 other paths, and this is one of them. And this place is actually fairly difficult. But I have a blunt weapon, so I can handle the skeletons in this area. So we should be fine. The one thing that I can't handle is standing out in that courtyard there. That was the tutorial boss. He's back. And he would be back even if I... had killed him in the tutorial. So, yeah, we're just going to have to make do. I'm not going to go that way. I'm going to go out this way instead, since we killed this black skeleton here already. Just make it easier on myself instead of dealing with that arrow trap. So like I said, there are a ton of items out in this courtyard, but you have to be careful, because the enemies that you don't see, because your attention is probably fixated on the vanguard over there, are the ones that are above you, shooting their stingers at you. So we'll do our best to not get shot, but can't guarantee anything. Some good items out here, though. Some moongrass for healing. Alright, Debris. You're going to have to F off here. The Killege, which is a pretty good slashing weapon. Beware of trap ahead. Thank you. Storied Hero Soul. You gotta kind of listen, because there are enemies overhead, and when you hear kind of like a whoosh of wind, it's them shooting their stingers at you. So, oops. Hold on. See if I can hit this guy. Yeah, not quite. We kind of need arrows in order to hit them, or we need them to stop to try to shoot me with their stingers in order for it to work at all. But unfortunately, they are not doing that. Now, where was that? It was back up here, wasn't it? Well, that's okay. We'll go through the arrow trap just like we did before. And then we'll head this way to that illusory wall I talked about a few moments ago. See what we can find over there. I mean, I know what we're going to find over there, but, you know. I forget how much MP exactly the Fragrant Ring recovers per second, but I think it's pretty good amount, probably like 1 or 2 at least MP, which makes it easier to just spam Flame Toss while you're doing it. Now, thankfully, we don't need a torch or anything here because we have an item in our inventory to start the game. Okay, there's no skeletons coming. Cool. That helps us to see when things are not exactly well lit. The Augite of Souls. A stone radiant with the light of souls. The color of the light changes according to the souls in the area. It was made by Gary, a friend of Sage Frake, who is known for his magical crafts. Since it's light and easy to handle, it's widely used by travelers, including ourselves. And that is that little soul light thing that I've got attached to my pack there. Everyone starts with it, and it's a very nice little item. Honestly, though, I kind of wish you got it as a... like you received it as a gift or something from like the Maiden in Black back at the Nexus after beating the first level or something, because that would make a little more sense, I think. I think there's 2 guys down these hallways, but I can't really... Well, there's one there. One over there. Maybe. Hello? Let's see what you can do. Ooh, didn't have enough frames on that owl. Hold on. I'm getting claustrophobic. Okay. Where are you going? We aren't done here. Yeah, there's definitely a second one. You don't want to deal with both of them at once. Where are you going, son? Thank you for the grass. Now, where from here? Another illusory wall. Nice. That looks like the way out, so let's go this way instead. Typically, I don't run through this part of the level. I usually just run straight past it, to be honest with you, but we'll do it because we're on the stream this time. There's a dude in there. Hello? Well, I don't know who you are, but I'm letting you out. Hi there.
Whew, you saved me. Heavens, I can't believe I fell for that trap. I suppose I owe you now. I'm Grave Robber Blige. As thanks, I can provide you with useful goods. Who couldn't do with a little help down in these parts?
Yes, seriously. And we have unlocked a new vendor, Grave Robber Blige. He will stay here in World 4, the Shrine of Storms, but not here necessarily. If you beat the boss of this area, he'll move closer to the next checkpoint that you get. So that'll be useful because he has some pretty good items, as I recall.
This shrine was used in a ghastly ritual by an ancient tribe. They've long perished, and now demons have put the souls to work. At least here you're killing things that are already dead, like skeletons and shadow lurkers.
Yes, seriously.
That's what I like about this place. Better than killing those poor soul-starved humans, right?
Yeah, Grave Robber isn't exactly something you want a title you'd be toting around there. But Blige is cool. He's a cool guy. Yeah, I would probably go with that too, or Spelunker or something like that. It would probably be a little bit better, but maybe it's just morbid humor. You never know.
Better than killing those poor...
Yeah, we don't want to... Well, we do have to kill those poor soul-starved humans, but yeah, sometimes I'd rather not. So we can buy fresh spice from him for a little bit cheaper, I think, than we can buy it back at the Nexus, so that's the thing. We can also buy sticky white stuff, as lewd as that sounds, but we're not gonna. He has shards of Cloudstone. We won't be worried about that. Yeah, he's not bad. He's a cool guy. We won't be worried about shards of Cloudstone just yet. Maybe later. Maybe later. And if you didn't have a bow already, you can buy a bow from him, or a leather shield, but I already have all of that. And I have a better falcon than the ones that he's offering. So he does sell arrows, though, and that's pretty nice. I might buy some of these at some point, but not yet, because I still can't even use the arrows that I have. I would like some different armor, though. I honestly might buy this whole set. I think I'm gonna. Because you can't get it otherwise, so... Might as well use the souls that I got for something, you know? That way I'm not toting around a bazillion of them. Thank you, Blige!
Satisfied. I'll have more for you next time. May we have a long and fruitful relationship.
You could say I'm much obliged, but then I'd have to walk out of the room, so... We get a renowned hero soul from here. Yeah, see, Jaeger didn't like that joke. Alright. Leather armor. Can I wear it without being overburdened? You can go up to 50% before you start fat rolling in this game on your equip weight, so I think I can wear it all. Yeah. Yeah, easily. See, that's a little better. It's a little more protection, I think. And we're not exactly a typical magician, so some better armor might suffice a little bit compared to the other stuff. There's a trap in the hallway here, so we gotta run out of it like we did the last one, so here we go. Shot in the back by some archer or something. Uh-oh. So there's one of the stingers there. You don't want to get hit by those. Oi, come back here. But the Vanguard is right behind us now, so... If you wanted to fight him, you could do that and then just go back underneath and, like, you know, heal yourself and then come back up. I might just do that, to be honest with you. There's an Uchi-Katana. Very powerful katana weapon. But, okay. Well, here we go. We'll do some casting, and then we'll do some running. You gonna turn on me? No. Cool. I would fight him out and out, but there's those guys to worry about, so I'm not too all about that. Because then that'll happen. I think that was my boss. Hold on. Gotta get this text message taken care of. Tap to download. Okay. We'll leave that to download while I'm fighting this gentleman up here for his souls. I should just fight him, really, after I've beaten the boss of this area, but... Okay, he's shooting at me, so now I can kind of do that. Oh, I missed him. This is easier. It's easier to shoot those manta ray dudes if you have a bow. So, maybe we'll do it once we have a bow. Oh, don't you start. Lock-on in this game is not exactly the best, as you can plainly see. Maybe if I wasn't trying to fight like this, this would be going a little bit better, but you know. We'll just keep doing this. We'll attack and retreat. I wonder if he takes more from Soul Arrow. Oh god. Let's find out. Nope, but it probably does better damage for less MP. And actually, I might be able to hit those dudes up at the top there, the ones that shoot their stingers at me, a little bit easier with Soul Arrow because it behaves more like, well, an actual arrow than, you know, a fireball. Oh, God. Let's see. Ooh, nice. I got one. Sweet. How about you? Yeah, that's a little better. I knew that spell would come in handy. Oh, Jesus Christ, he gave me a big hug. Oop, he dropped something. There's a shard of Cloudstone. See, we didn't need to buy it from Blige after all. And more shards of Cloudstone. Nice. You do need a lot of upgrade materials in this game in order to get everything upgraded, so it's nice when we can get a big bunch of them like that. I don't know that we'll actually be upgrading anything along the cloudy path, or the dark path, as I think it's called. We'll see. 'Cause I don't think it's that good by comparison, because when you... It's a shield-only upgrade, and when you upgrade your shields with that upgrade, you lose some stability on the shield, which is a little not good. So... He's having a little trouble there, isn't he? I can free aim these spells just fine. Don't you think walking out of my targeting range is going to save you? It will not. And now I have taken my revenge for you killing me in the tutorial. You don't get nearly as many souls for killing him this time, though. But we do get the Grey Demon Soul out of it, so that's nice. I think you can make an axe out of his soul there, if I recall correctly. Hey, Conker, how's it going? And down here, we have a bottomless pit and some more Cloudstone shards. Alrighty. So now we can continue with the actual level now that we're done taking our revenge. We'll go this way. I normally don't go this way either, to be honest with you. Because normally, like I said previously, you can just roll off of a ledge to skip a bunch of the level and get a good ring out of it, so I usually just do that instead of this. But it's nice to explore places that are not as familiar to you, you know what I mean? So, about to eat lunch. I ate lunch just before coming on the stream myself, so I'm doing well, other than that. Got some homework to do after I get off the stream, but that's not really anything new, so we're probably going to have to deal with some of those guys. If I go here. Like the stinger guys, that is. Or the skeletons directly below me, that's also a thing. Unfortunately, we can't do plunging attacks in this game, so rolling off and going down here would probably not be very smart. But we can probably do this. And then unlock, and when he stops, I can hit him from here. If I can get a beat on him. Hello? Where'd you go? Oh, he's right below me. Okay, hang on. We might be able to salvage this. No. Oh, that's a Black Phantom skeleton. Okay. I'm just gonna call them Black Phantom skeletons. They're just regular black skeletons, but they might as well be Black Phantoms for how powerful they are. Oop, there you are. Eat fire! And now this guy. He's tricky to deal with. I'll give him that. If I can get a lock on him, I might be in better shape here, but I don't think I can. Not easily, anyway. Let's go back down the ladder, anyway. I don't think I can... See, the problem is I can't, like, slide down the ladder like in regular Dark Souls, and you climb really slow, so you can't just use the ladder as, like, a means of getting around the guy, you know what I mean? See if I can free aim this flame toss. No. I just don't want that guy and the Black Phantom skeleton fighting at the same time. I guess if he's using arrows, we're okay, because then I can just go in here. Hold on. Come on! Fine, you won't, I will. Ideally, I want to get behind him if I can. Preferably when he does that jumping attack, because otherwise, well, as you can see, it hurts a lot. Uh-oh. Hold on. Excuse me, pardon me, need to heal. Try and break those items if I can. Hello? Mario! Mario? Yeah. Get around behind you. Never mind. Ow. Oh god. Oh, this'll work. Hang on. And that's why it'll work. More soul remains. Okay, that's cool. Lots of people probably die in this area because those black phantom skeletons, black skeletons, are really nasty. Tricky to deal with. Some of their attacks are unblockable at this point, depending on how much stamina and stability your shields have. They're all around just not nice. But here we get the Adjudicator's Shield, which lets us, if we had the strength for it, which we need 14 strength. I think I only have 11 at this point, but once you have the strength for it, it gives you an HP regen effect if you equip it. So we'll probably be equipping it at some point, because I'm going to end up with more than 14 strength anyway. Drop some arrows for me? No. Like I said, they can drop holy arrows for you, which are really nice, but you can buy those at some point too, so... yoink. Oh, no, hang on. First thing I'm going to do, though, is break these, so I can just... trying to yoink around the corner. Hello, DSG, how you doing? I don't know if that's the name you'd like to be referred to as. If you'd like to be referred to as something else, let me know, but I just read in between the X's there, so... Welcome to the stream, DSG. Thanks for coming. How you doing today? Ooh, item. Another soul item. Nice. And now we can't get back up. Well, actually, no, we can if we go that way. And then you can just hop your way back up the ledge. But this is the other side of that broken bridge. So that's cool. Means we can go this way and probably get lambasted by more guys shooting stingers at me. So it's safe here. Okay. I don't believe that for a second. Oh, God. I forgot this guy was here. I thought you didn't start seeing these guys till 4-2. Okay, I will refer to you as DSG. Because these guys are tough. Especially while that's happening. Hello? Oh, I can't lock onto him. If I could, this would be a little easier. Maybe we'll just take pot shots at that guy, because he's nasty. He's as hard as, if not harder than, the Black Phantom skeletons. I mean, look at that HP, man. That's one flame toss. You don't mess with one flame toss. I just don't want to get hit in the back of the head with a stinger or something. Get comboed to death. That would suck. Well, that wasn't as bad as I thought. At least I didn't get knocked around too much when I got hit by the stinger. Watch where you're pointing that thing! Well, at least he flew away. Hello there. Goodbye. They don't give as many souls as the Black Phantom skeletons either, which is kind of strange if you ask me. Pew! Aw. I said pew! There you go. Goodbye. Maybe this one? Here! Aw. You didn't turn around either, so that's okay. And now for you. Ow. There's another one that has me in its sights. Oh, there he is. He's flying away, so we should be okay. Yeah, that block isn't going to save you, man. Sorry. Alright, any more? You. Probably. Okay, that takes care of that. Drop anything for me? No, you're too far outside the map to drop anything. Hi, Kinda Kath. How's it going? You love this place? It's a cool level. It's just tricky because I'm doing it first instead of doing something smarter like 1-2. That would be a little easier, I think. Alright, I need to back off a little bit, take some spice, and maybe we'll bait out an attack. There we go. Oh, he started blocking again. That's okay. 47 damage ain't nothing to sneeze at either. Just finished some Dark Souls 3. Cool, man. That's cool. I will be getting back to that game eventually as well. I would like to do an online playthrough of it at some point. Not yet, though. We're just off the coattails of my blind playthrough, so... Beware of a fall ahead. Yeah, we don't want to do that. Gotcha. Thanks for coming, man. I appreciate it. Alright, let's see what we can find out here. We can go back out that way, and that way leads to that area that we could roll down to that I was referring to earlier. So I think we'll go do that in just a moment. I believe there are a couple of skeletons to take care of here. You're on New Game Plus? Oh, okay, gotcha. I won't be anywhere near that level for a little while yet. Well, I guess you could get there on base level if you were really good, but I'm not really good, so, yeah. Don't you dare! Alright, now let's get in there and whack them. Oh shit, hold on. Ugh. Come on. Almost there. I'm just gonna shoot him with an arrow, hold on. There we go. And more Dark Moonstone. Can I get up this ledge? Yes, I can. Cool. So if you go this way... Anybody over here? No? Good. You can get the Regenerator's Ring, which is the counterpart to the Fragrant Ring that we just got recently. The Fragrant Ring restores MP, and the Regenerator's Ring restores HP. So that's pretty nice. Both rings will help us out, but I think I'm going to keep the Thief Ring for right now, because I believe, if I recall correctly, there are 2 skeletons up ahead, and I don't want to deal with them. DSG, thanks for following. I appreciate it. How loud is the sound effect, by the way, guys? I tried to get it into a nice balance of the fact that you could still hear it, and it's not, like, overbearing on people's ears, and I think I got it, but I'm not 100% sure. It sounds okay on my end, but my end is different than everybody else's because I can't hear anything other than that sound effect there. Oh, another trap. Hold on. Wouldn't it be screwy if the trap was, like, on that wall or something? It's like, oh, you rolled out of the way? Too bad. And let's see. Nope, just the one Black Phantom skeleton down there. And some dead people. Great. Fine for me, not overbearing. Okay, cool. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Can I roll through your attack there? Are you going to start as soon as I pick this item up? No, not quite. Well, okay, hang on. Back up, back up, back up, back up! I need backup! I'm not saying back up because I'm backing up. I'm saying back up because I need backup. Soul remains nice. Okay, good. Good. I'm glad I got the balance down for that. Hopefully I also got the audio to be synced up right with the game, because I had it close yesterday, but it was a little bit ahead of the game footage. So hopefully it's a little closer to where it's supposed to be today. Okay, so this next boss, do I want the Thief's Ring for this? Probably just the Regenerator's Ring would be fine, I think. We're going to want to get downstairs in this next boss room as soon as we possibly can, so... What do I have that'll let me... Can I use the Killage? No, I can't. Well, wait, hold on. It says I can use it with both hands. Oh, okay, so it just needs 14 strength. Well, I'll be doing that then instead of... I was going to use the Crescent Falchion to make it go faster, but maybe we'll just use the Killage instead. How much damage does it do? 97? I'll take it. Alright, but we're not going to equip it just yet because we have to get downstairs first in this next boss room. So here we go. Here's the boss, the Adjudicator. And, well, he's not hard necessarily, but you got to kind of make it to him first. He's right down there. And he has a big-ass club that he likes to club people with, and a big-ass cleaver that he also likes to cleaver people with. So we're just gonna... Thankfully, he's very easy to dodge. We want to hit this big bleeding spot there if we can. Because if you hear, if I'm not hitting the bleeding spot, I'm hitting his fat. I don't want to do that, so... But we want to hit this spot until he falls over. I'll worry about that item later, once I can actually afford to do something. Aha! Here we go. The actual boss is the golden crow on his head, so that's what we want to hit there. And you can hit it if you're not, like, you can hit it above his head too, like if you're way up on the top, but he uses his tongue if you stay up on the top there, and we don't want to deal with his tongue because his tongue is harder to dodge than this, so... He is extra thick! Yes, he is. Thankfully, that makes him painfully, painfully slow. So, fairly easy to dodge that way. Watch me say that and then get, like, dunked on by him or something. If I was using the Crescent Falchion, this would go a lot faster, but that's okay. I don't need the shield, because even if I did block here, it wouldn't help me. I wouldn't be able to block his attacks with my shield, because its stability just isn't good enough. But, I don't know. I don't like going two-handed. If I'm in danger, you know what I mean? Typically, anyway. Alright, let's get in there with this. Oh god. Forgot I can't use it with one hand. Rip. Uh-oh, hold on. Gotta go this way. Yeah. Because he's up against the wall, and that is not where you want him to be, ideally. It's a little easier for him to track you if you try to fight him that way, so we'll try to fight him this way anyway, but we'll just duck underneath his attacks there. You don't necessarily have to use a slashing weapon for this, but I prefer to. It just makes sense since we're trying to cut his big belly open. Alright. And down he goes. GG, Adjudicator, GG. Over here we have a storied soldier's soul. Not bad. I think there's one other item in the room if I recall correctly. So we'll see if we can't go grab it in just a second. And then we'll grab that in just a second. Hey, TM, is it Gultar? Okay, I thought it was Guitar for a second, but is the Uchi Katana good? Yes, the Uchi is very good. It is not as broken, I don't think, as it is in Dark Souls 1, but it is a very good weapon overall. It's probably my favorite katana in the game, mostly because the other katanas are not... They have other negative penalties to them, so... Hang on, my work is texting me, so I need to text them back. Thank you, Kindly Cat. Thank you. Let's see. They tried to send me a message with a picture, but okay. Schedule changes, and my boss is texting me, which I'm glad, because it's not like I'm just going to go to work and then they'll be like, oh, hey, you got to go here. But my phone is notorious for not being able to download texted pictures, and apparently today is no exception. So that sucks. Oh well. We got all the items, right? Yeah, okay, we're good. You could also probably just drop straight into his arena there, but I usually prefer not to do that, because then he can kind of whip around and hit you with his attack there. And I don't want to do that, so we get a Swollen Demon Soul for defeating him. I believe you can make that into one of the best weapons in the game, the Meat Cleaver that he was swinging around. It's a pretty damn powerful two-handed, well, not even two-handed, you don't have to two-hand it, but it's a large cleaver weapon, and it's pretty fantastic. But we won't be using that this playthrough, because we're going to be using smaller arms, if you know what I mean. But let's go back to the Nexus and use all these souls I'm holding on to. Oh, hello, Maiden in Black. How are you?
Soul power, dost thou not? Then touch the demon inside me.
Sounds vulgar. All right.
Soul of the mind.
So we
keep
want
alive
16
in
strength.
Soul of the lost withdrawn
Okay,
from
and
its
then what?
vessel.
Um,
Let strength be granted so the world might be mended.
I think I want 18
So the
intelligence.
world might be mended.
That increases my spell capacity. So now I can hold 3 spells instead of 2. Nice. And then I want to get these up to where they're going to be at their maximum as well. I think that I'm going to have 22 endurance and what else? 22 endurance and like 18 vitality, I think. I'm planning towards soul level 80 being where I'm at the end game there. Obviously, once we get into PvP, I'm going to get myself up to like soul level 124 or 125. I forget which one it is, but yeah, we'll get to that once we get to that, and I'll show you how to do that in a little bit. So let's get some endurance, let's get some vitality. We got 5k souls left. I think I'm going to hold on to them, because I might be able to use them for, well, let's see. I should probably buy some spices, and I should probably buy some grass. So let's hold on to these for now.
Art thou done? May thine strength help the world be mended.
Thank you for all of the help, Maiden. So now let's see what we can equip here. We want to get rid of this shield. The Adjudicator shield does not reduce any extra physical block damage thingy, but at the very least, and it actually has less stability than the leather one, but at the very least, it does give me a little more magic resist, and it is able to give me HP recovery. So I'm down with that. It's a really big shield, though. Not really my style, but you know, I prefer small shields. But this will have to do for now. Maybe I should use that Khaleej. Slash weapon, blunt weapon. We're just missing a thrusting weapon, but this could be my thrusting weapon. So, yeah, thrust. So the compound longbow normally requires 22 strength in order to use, but since you always use bows two-handed, you can equip it as long as you have 16 strength. So that's why I leveled up to 16 strength there. We'll do the Khaleej. How are we doing on weight? Good. And then stick this here. Good. Too hard to play this without magic? Yeah, it's possible to play without magic. All styles of play are viable. It's just, I think it's a little more difficult to start the game without magic because you have a ranged option in the very beginning of the game if you have magic, and you don't normally have that otherwise. So, if you're feeling like you're struggling, I would say try out the Magician class or the Royalty class or one of those guys, because you start out with some spices, you start out with some magic, and it's a little bit easier to get around, I think. So, this sword is pretty cool, man. I've never used it before. It's pretty nice. What do I want to do here? We don't have the weapon that I'm going to be using for the entire game just yet. I want to buy some spices while I'm here. Well, actually, you know what? The spices that I want to buy, I can buy from Blige a little easier, and he's moved by now because we beat the boss there, so maybe I should just go and find him before I purchase this stuff. I think I'm going to put away some stuff with Stockpile Thomas first, though, before we go anywhere else. Let's see, what can we put away? I'm going to hold on to... Well, Soldier's Lotus isn't really that useful. I don't really recall any situation where I'll need to worry about me bleeding. So... we can put away these soul remains because I don't think I'm going to use them all that often. The turpentine I might use in the next level. Throwing knives, nah. Not a big deal. Come here, Pep. You want to get pet? Come here. I can't reach across the room to get you. Good girl. Good girl. Fire bombs. I have flame toss, so we'll use that instead. Souls don't weigh anything, so we can hold on to those. Get rid of these shards. Get rid of these shards. Get rid of these shards, and get rid of these shards. And what else? So we've got a piercing weapon in our bow, so we can put away that and that. We can put away that. If you're gonna, by the way, Galtar, if you're gonna go to 4-1 to get the Uchi early on, I would recommend buying a club from the Dregling Merchant in 1-1 because it only weighs 1. It can be used by, I think, every class to start with. And it's effective against the skeletons that you have to fight in 4-1 in order to get to the actual Uji Katana. So, just in case you need a little tip, that's my tip for you. Having a weapon element that's effective is usually a pretty good idea. We could probably get some arrows now. That would probably be helpful. And what else? I'm going to keep those rings because they're all pretty useful. And that's it for now.
You have a heart of gold. Don't let them take it from you.
Well, I don't plan on having my heart ripped out of my chest anytime soon, Thomas, but thank you for the words of encouragement nonetheless. Okay, so let's see if Blige has moved on, because we can go to the next Archstone here now, the Adjudicator Archstone. The dead, given seals of the hero by the Adjudicator, are taken to the Shadowmen's Shrine to be purified and mourned in the storm. So we won't be actually playing this level just yet, because it's significantly harder than 4-1. But we will be taking advantage of the fact that you don't have to fight any enemies, as I recall, in order to actually get to the vendor here. And he sells some arrows that we can probably use. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay. Thank you, work. I appreciate you letting me know where I'm going to be going. Sorry. Gotta take care of this. One moment. Okay. Just gotta remember to swap my schedule around when I get off of this. So I'm gonna leave her text in the background so that I don't forget. Seems smart, right? I'm gonna move these around, actually. I'm gonna put the catalyst here and the shield here. There we go. Okay. Blige, where you at? He's gotta be around here somewhere. I would like that item, actually. Can I get to it without getting shot to death? I believe Blige is right in there, as I recall. But if I can get to this without getting shot at, that'd be nice. Storied Soldier Soul, thank you. Anything on the other side? It's like there's a skeleton on this side. This looks a little more dangerous. Hold on. Well, no, you gotta be able to get around it, right? Barely. And a Stone of Ephemeral Eyes, alright. Let's not fall off the ledge here. Oh, God. That one skimmed my kneecaps, man. He knows about the 1.4 times damage multiplier to kneecaps. I'll have to be careful. Here's Blige.
Hello there. We meet again. You look terrible. Cheer up. Life is an adventure.
I love this guy. He's great.
There's somebody I ought to warn you about. A fellow who lacks common decency. They
Really?
call him Patches the Hyena. And he's the one that laid that trap for me.
Oh,
He's
great.
the kind of person who'd stab his mother in the back.
He'd slit his mama's throat for a nickel.
You'll be doing us all a favor by putting him out of his misery.
Okay, I'll have to keep my eyes out for him there, Blige. Thank you for the info.
Have you been to the altar where sorcerers summon shadows?
No, is
Well,
that
I think
down there?
someone may be trapped in the lower cavity. I heard them praying for dear life.
Oh, boy.
Pity the poor fool. He probably fell for one of Patch's old tricks.
I pity the fool who falls for Patches' tricks, which probably involved him falling in a hole. Let's be honest, that's kind of Patches' thing.
Pity the poor fool.
We'll go rescue him later. He'll be fine, trust me. We can buy spices from Blige here, so let's buy up to 10 again, like we did before. I think 20 of these should do. That is a lot of souls to spend on that, though. He sells kunai, by the way, now, which are basically poison throwing knives, so that's pretty nice. He also sells a shard of, not a shard, but shards of Dark Moonstone, if you didn't get any from the Crystal Lizards previously, but they're just too expensive, I think. It's easier to go back and just fight the Crystal Lizards and get them that way instead. And he also sells new arrows, including fire and holy arrows. Both of these are going to be very nice for us, but the holy arrows are a little bit expensive at this point, so we're going to hold off on those for a little bit until we can afford them a little more. For now, let's just get some wooden arrows and some regular arrows, I think. Or maybe we'll get fire arrows instead. You know what? We can get regular arrows. They're only 5 souls more a pop. I mean, that adds up, but I think we've got enough to not have to worry about that too much. Let's buy to like 100 arrows, I think. That should be good. And then how many fire arrows? Okay, I can't get 100. I do have some light arrows already, though, so maybe I should buy some of those. Yeah, I can't get to 100 on these either. Can I just go down and see how many I can get? I can get 50. You know what? I think I'm good.
All done. Good day. Be sure not to get yourself killed.
Yeah, you too, Blige. I love that guy. He's great. Alright, let's equip those arrows. Yeah, see, we can only equip one type of arrow at a time anyway. I'm thinking in terms of Dark Souls 1 where you can equip 2 types, but you can only equip 1 type at a time in this game. So, we won't need more than those regular arrows, and if we do need more, we'll just stop off and see Blige again. So, let's see if I can snipe one of those guys when they're flying this way. Are you gonna be the one? No. I figured there'd be more of them out here. Okay, well, fine. We're not gonna wait out here all day for them. Let's just head back inside and go back to the Nexus then. And I think we've got enough souls to still level up one more time, so maybe we'll do just that. And after that, we'll go, we'll go take on 1-2, I think. Well, yeah, we'll take on 1-2 next. We could go to 2-1, we could go to 5-1, we could go to 3-1, but I want to save 3-1 for last. Out of the first worlds, anyway. So, I got significantly more powerful. How do you like me now?
Have you met the last surviving Monumental?
I did.
Those fools revived the old one on a whim. And now they've trapped us here in the Nexus in a desperate attempt to undo their mistake.
Sins of the Father much?
It's all a travesty if you ask me.
Seriously. What a jerk they are, but, I mean, the Monumental at least seemed to mean well. It's just that he was horribly misguided in his previous life, so then you just get that whole question of, you know, do the deeds that you did before carry over to the deeds that you do now? Are you redeemable even though you've done terrible things in your past, and all that good stuff. I actually don't need you to forge weapons for me there, Boldwin. I just need some repairs done, and I'm going to need some of your grass, man. Actually, if we're going to do 1-2 next, maybe I don't need some of your grass. That heater shield would be nice, but, yeah. And as you can see, his regular arrows are twice as expensive as Blige's, so you don't want to buy from him if you've got Blige available. So, Boldwin just overcharges for everything, really. Let's see here. We need 2857, so I need to use one of these souls here. How about an unknown hero soul? I think that gives 400. Yeah. So that puts us over the threshold. Nice. Oh, and she says something new if you leave without leveling up. Here you go.
I shall await thine return, slayer of demons. I am here for thee, and thee only.
Our sound is still like a second behind. Okay. Okay, no problem.
Then
See ya. Alright, let's level up. We'll do endurance. Yeah, we're really desyncing on the sound effects here. So before we start again, sorry, I know this is a big problem. I'm gonna save and quit again. I don't like having to keep doing it, but you know, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. So that's what we'll do. Logging in, the conclusion of their servers, not loading up Hatham by accident, please and thank you. There we go. So level 21 already, huh? That's significant. Okay. So now hopefully we're less desynced and better off than we were. I think what I want to do, though, before we go to the next level, we have white arrows in our inventory. And like I said before, they're the most powerful arrows that you can get. Now let me look real quick at something before I do this. Because there's a particular upgrade line that I want to do with the compound longbow, and it's not what most people will probably do. Demons... Probably should have researched this beforehand, but that's okay. Compound longbow. So, I need to get it to +3. Okay. That's cool. Do I have enough hardstone to start that? I think I might. 3 shards. Let's see what I got. Let's see what I got in the inventory there, and that's probably what we'll use some of our souls on. I think I might put away these here first, but anyway, yeah, we've got those light arrows there, or not light arrows, white arrows in our inventory here. And those are the most powerful arrows that there are. The only problem is that you don't get hardly any of them in the game. How can you mitigate that problem? Well, I'm going to show you right about now. First, we're going to put away those light arrows, though, because we don't need those for right now. There we go. Anything else to put away? I don't think so. I think it's just the fact that I have all these arrows. And that's the other thing. You don't want to buy too many arrows because then you'll be weighed down by the arrows themselves. So just buy as many as you think you'll need for the level and then, and then move on from there. Put the soul remains away. And that, I believe, is that. So, anyway.
You have a heart.
What we're going to do is we are going to remove all of our items here. And then we're going to put this Nexio binding here. Now, what we can do with the Nexio binding, there's a couple of important things that we can do with this. Now, I think I can do this even though I'm in body form. Let's, well, you know what? I'm going to try it. I think I remember how to do it. I don't quite remember, but we'll see. So, you have the Nexio binding there. You have to press to use it, then press start to get out of the menu, right? Oh no, maybe not. Hang on. Maybe it's after you talk to the merchant. I'm going to look this up. Hold on. Let's see, because I don't quite remember how to do it. Item duping. Yeah, that works. We duping items here, boys. Let's see. You must have the item in your inventory, and Thomas must have none of it. Talk to Baldwin. Go to buy items. Select Crescent Moongrass. When selecting how many, the window will appear. Walk away until the window appears. Don't click cancel. Okay, I see. So we about to do some magic here, boys. So we're going to talk to Baldwin. We will go to buy item. We will go to Crescent Moongrass. Oh, I need to have enough to actually buy it. Hold on. Let's use a soul so we can have as much as we need to buy it. There we go. Baldwin.
It's simple.
So we need to go on to Crescent Moongrass. We need to be able to buy at least one. So you go to the how many part. Then you walk away. Then you press square to use your Nexio binding. You can do it with a Shard of Archstone or the Evacuate spell as well. But you press start to exit out of that menu. Then you go over here to Thomas.
Hello
Talk
again.
to him. Go to the item you want to deposit. Go to the item that you want to deposit. Deposit it and then mash the circle button.
You have a heart of gold. Don't let them take it from you.
So we just technically used the Nexio binding, but we did not at the same time. So I'm going to put my items back on here because we can afford to do that now. We're still way desynced on the audio there. Oh boy. The wonders of playing Demon Souls online, ladies and gentlemen. And then if we talk to Thomas, and you go to take items, you can go to the item that you just put in with him, and you'll notice that I have like 1,023 of them now. So we just duplicated the white arrows. So now I'll never, ever, ever need them again. Now I'm only going to be doing this with a very certain specific, with certain items in the game. I'm not going to be doing it with a whole ton of things. I'm probably going to do it with some upgrade materials to make upgrading things easier, but I'm going to put a stipulation on myself for that as well. And I'm going to do it with the white arrows because they're going to be the arrows that I use in PvP if I use a bow. So, but we'll grab a few of these. Let's grab. I'm going to grab 100. I don't think we're going to need 100 for the thing that's coming up, but I'm going to grab 100 anyway. So there's that. And now we have a ton of arrows to use.
You have a heart of gold.
I won't be using those arrows for anything but a very specific encounter that we're about to have, but yeah, so our next area that we're going to go to is the Phalanx Archstone in basically World 1-2. Past the huge Bolitarian Castle gates lies the Cliff Pathway, now a feeding ground for dragons, which leads to the inner ward where the knights live. Actually, I just realized before we do that, do I have enough Heartstone to upgrade my bow? I'm pretty sure I do.
It's
Baldwin. Upgrade. Compound longbow. I need 600 souls, but I do have the Heartstone. Cool. Alright, let's use a soul then. How about one of these? 1,000. Okay, that's cool. I did, yeah. I did the duplication thing for when I did it for my channel there. And I was going to do it the same way basically in the playthrough as I'm going to do here. I'm only going to duplicate specific items, and I'm going to put a stipulation on myself so I don't just duplicate things and then make it like so that I can just straight up +9 a weapon right now or something like that. I'm only going to do, I think, 1 upgrade per boss that I beat. And that's as I'm going through the game there. Like, so if I don't get a weapon until I've already beaten 4 bosses, then I'm SOL. Like, I can't upgrade it to +10 unless which is the highest you can go in this game, unless I get to the very end and I'm ready to do PvP. So I'll only upgrade once per boss that I beat once I have the weapon in my inventory. So the weapon that I want to use for the game, I can only get in 5.1. And until I go to 5.1 and I beat it, I can't say, oh, well, I beat 3 bosses before this, so I can +3 this weapon. No, that's not how it works. I can only upgrade the weapon once I beat a boss after already having it in my inventory. So that's the stipulation that I'm going to have for myself. But let's upgrade the compound longbow because I did follow that stipulation just now. I've beaten a boss with it in my inventory, so I can upgrade it once. So now we have a +1 compound longbow.
Duke.
And that's what we'll use in the next level as we go into 1-2 here. So let's go do just that. Actually, I have 3 spell slots now. I probably could have equipped Enchant Weapon, but that's okay. We'll be fine. We'll be fine without it. Because I think I can use Turpentine instead of Enchant Weapon on the next boss and be okay. So that's probably what I'll do. Plus, we can use the Khalij one-handed now, so it's not like we got to worry too much about that. Although the Adjudicator Shield is a little bit better, I think, for playing the game, like if you're using your weapon, using it two-handed instead of one-handed, so. Ooh! It's like jet lag, man. Good lord. Frame drops. Whoops. Oh, and there's the shield bash, by the way, that you can do with large shields in this game. Small shields you can parry, large shields you can shield bash. So there's that. Here's an idea. When I need to parry, I'm going to need a free hand, so let's put that there for now. So that way if I need to parry, I can just... Oops. Well, that's strange. Can I block with it? No, I cannot. That's a little weird, huh? I didn't know that was a glitch that I could do. Enrique MBR, thank you for following. I appreciate it. Sorry, I had to get up to check that out. Oh, there it goes. It's gone now. So yeah, you can parry with your bare hands too. So if we're going to parry, I guess we're going to try to do it with our bare hands. I don't know if it's going to work out for us, but we'll see. Oh, there's a dude behind you. Damn you! Good lord, man. Get around him. Okay, hold on. There we go. Ow. Ooh, a large sharpstone shard. Nice. If I was upgrading the Khalij there, that would be very good, because that's what the Khalij uses to upgrade. But I'm not, so... Sound effects are nuts, man. I don't know what to do about this, because I've tried saving and quitting, and it's helped a little, but not entirely. Throwing knives. Ow. Hello. Block this. Okay. And now for you. Go. Yes, I am playing online. This playthrough ideally is going to be all online, but I if we're having audio issues. I kind of want to play online even with the audio issues because I've only ever experienced the game offline, so... It's because of the servers. The servers that the game is built on for its online play aren't optimized very well, so... sometimes you have some serious issues with the audio if you play online. Hey, is that Ostrava?
You yonder. Over here. It's me, Ostrava.
What are you doing over there?
Look at me. Again surrounded by evil warriors. Could you, perhaps, help me one last time? Clear out the soldiers at the far end of this passage, if it pleases you. The Lord's Path, just down yonder, has degenerated into a feeding ground for flying dragons. Have your wits about you.
Okay, well, thanks for the information, Ostrava. I'll see if I can get around to you there. But he is trapped underground, and we are going to need to help him out, if we can. You have dead horses, man. They need to clean this place up a little better, but the way that the ramparts are set up, it looks like they were trying to keep something out rather than, you know, keep something in, so... Yeah, I think the Red Dragon is going to lag a bit coming up here, too, so maybe it's better to save and quit here. Just to see how bad it could possibly get. Probably bad, but we'll figure it out. We shall figure it out. I want to give opportunities for people to invade me, but we may have to forego the online part of this playthrough just to make it easier to play the game. If we keep having like issues with lag and audio and all of that junk. We'll see. We'll see how I feel about it. I would like to experience the game all online, but if the servers don't cooperate, well, then there's not too much I can do about that. Doesn't help the fact that I'm trying to play it online while streaming and using internet on my laptop either, so I don't know. We'll have to figure this out. Oh, hang on, come back, chat. There we go. Alright. And as if Ostrava wasn't enough of a warning for the dragon coming up, there's burnt bodies here, so yeah. And we'll get these items later. Because for right now we need to make our way across the bridge and not die. So. So first things first, let's do that. Then we'll go here. Okay, camera, just because he's off level with me doesn't mean that you should stop cooperating. Yeah, the Regenerator's Ring plus the Adjudicator Shield, very good for keeping your HP up. I didn't even have to use a Crescent Moongrass there, man. That's how good it is. Can't tell if they're more preoccupied with the dragon or what, but they won't be in a moment. I could probably use their help with the dragon too, but, you know. There's a wooden catalyst if you didn't have one already. I do, though, so we're good. And now, we're going to use the pièce de résistance. Equipping the compound longbow, equip white arrows, and proceed to murder the dragon with them. You normally shouldn't be murdering him this early, but I like to do it now. It's just easier, less lag. I'm using white arrows for it because they do the most damage out of any of the arrows that I've got, so. You can usually get about 2 hits off on him, so. It's really hard to see his HP bar, though, so we might be at this for a few minutes here. But once we're done with this, the rest of the level isn't really that long, so it's fine. And hopefully with white arrows, this should go fairly smoothly and fairly quickly. Basically, as soon as you hear him roar, shoot your first arrow, load up the second one, move slightly to the right, and then shoot the second one. He's got a lot of HP though, so this might take a while. And it'd take even longer if I was using regular arrows and I didn't +1 my bow there, so I just wanted to make it so I can deal as much damage as possible. And even now, I don't think I'm dealing that much damage to him, to be completely honest with you. Okay. I honestly, with you there, Enrique, I'm not 100% sure for the online play, because this playthrough, the reason why I'd like to play it online is because I've only ever played the game offline. So I don't know if people are using hacks online. They probably are. They've probably used mules and item duping and all that other crazy junk. I honestly, the item duplication glitch can be considered a hack or a cheat or any of that stuff, but that's the only hack, quote unquote, that I'm okay with. Like if you use like a cheat engine or something like that to generate stuff, or an R4 card or something like that. I don't know if there even is an R4 card for PS3, probably not. That's usually for like 3DS and stuff. Yeah, like if you're not using the item duplication glitch, if you're cheating in other ways, I'm not okay with it, but I guess I'm part of the problem because I use the item duplication glitch. It just makes it easier though, man. It makes it so you don't have to do as much grinding in order to get through the game, because I'm not real big on the grinding. It's not my cup of tea. I'm all for feedback loops in your video games, but when it involves hours and hours of luck-based drops, that's not okay with me. I think he's about halfway dead. We'll know when he doesn't come swooping back down again that he's dead, so. And you want to shoot at him now, because if you shoot at him, basically this rampart is the easiest one to shoot the dragon with. You can get 2 shots off pretty easily. The other ramparts, sometimes you can't even get a shot off because he's that out of the way. So I like to kill him now. Plus, this way we can kind of run back through the level and go to his nest there where the other dragon is too, and we can get the items from there because he's dead. I don't know if we'll bother with that just yet, though. Maybe we'll wait until we kill the other dragon to go back and get their goodies. We'll see. I don't plan on using the shield that you get over there, so I can't really remember if there's anything else that's halfway decent. There's probably some good souls that you can get there too, but yeah. Honestly, I don't think these white arrows are making that much of a difference. But that's okay. I think I'd be doing like 12 or 13 damage. So I guess it's making a difference because it's making this go a lot smoother and quicker. He's getting closer. And thankfully, when we fight the other dragon later on in the game, it won't be nearly as much tedium to get rid of him because we'll be fully upgraded by that point. So almost there. Maybe one more round, or maybe 2. I don't know yet. We'll see. Nope, dead. We get the small flame scale demon soul for defeating him. And lots of souls. Cool! You can cancel your arrow shot, by the way, by using a backstep, just in case you didn't know that. So now that he's dead, let's go collect some of the items on the bridge so that I can get a little more moongrass together. And, yeah, basically, like I said, if you go back to the Dragon Roost in 1-1 there, you can collect up the items that he would have been breathing fire for at this point. But, like I said, I don't think there's that much good stuff over there that I would actually want to bother right now, at least not for this particular build. So, instead of that, we're going to go all the way this way. And see if we can't rescue Ostrava. Hi, Jaeger. Figures, the dragon dies, and this is when the desync starts happening. Great. Well, it buffed out a little. Alright, so since the dragon's dead, we can take the bow off. Let's put our wooden catalyst back on. Oops, no, I want my fresh spice there. Actually, the old spice, too. Well, maybe not. We'll hold on to the old spice for later. Get our regular arrows ready. I'll put the bow there. We can do that without being fat, so... without fat rolling. So that is what we'll do. And Ostrava is down here, but he is besieged by all manner of terrible things. Including dogs! So, we're going to have to deal with all that. I'm going to go this way first instead of the other way. Ostrava is back the other way, but if we deal with the enemies this way, Ostrava won't have any chance of walking over here and getting lambasted by dogs and other things that can stun lock him, so... like this one. Thank you for that. Yeah, compared to the skeletons, the guys here, not so great for the soul count, but, you know, it's alright. Here's a dog. Lots of dogs. Ow. And you definitely don't want them to get behind you because they can stun lock the shit out of you if you're not careful. Ow. Okay, 3 hits kills them. Okay, that's good to know. Oh god. Stop it. Ow. This is a bad spot. It's okay though, if I can keep my shield up, I should be okay. Alright, we're better now. Okay. And dogs are dead. Cool. Gotta tell you, man, that Regenerator's Ring plus Adjudicator Shield, really helpful. My inputs are suffering a little bit here, though, because I'm dropping my inputs there. Like, I'll press the button and I'll have to tap it again in order to do it, so that's no good. Some crescent grass, thank you. Anybody on the sides here? I don't think so. Just this guy. And over here we have our favorite Dregling Merchant again. Hello.
We meet again. Fancy that.
Yeah, fancy
Hope you
that.
find something that suits you.
He sells some new stuff here too, so that'll be nice. Still sells his turpentine, fire bombs. New stuff, I believe he sells he sells a broadsword here and a claymore. So if you really like those, I used a claymore on my first playthrough there with Hatham, which you may remember from the main screen when I'm loading up my save file. It was a blessed claymore, and it took a ton of time to get all the stuff together for it, but yeah, it was pretty good. Do I want any of this stuff? I don't think so. Like I said when we did 1-1, if I was using a female character, I would definitely get the plate helmet because it looks like a sun hat, so then we could praise the sun hat, but we're not gonna do that. We will buy a little crescent grass from you, though, I think. How about 8? That works for me. I think he sells this at the same rate as Blige, so I'll buy a little bit of that too. Turpentine, I'll buy 3. I'm going to use that in 5-1 probably, so we'll deal with that.
It is the end, but
no, not really.
Thanks for that.
You're welcome. Alright, so now let's go back the... Oh, hang on, actually. Can I see out here? Yeah, you can see it from here. If I use my bow there and look out, that, I believe, is the Nexus right there. Maybe not, because it looks more like a church, and the Nexus from the outside sort of looks more like a giant obelisk than anything else, but that's Boletaria basically down there. That's the town itself. And then people have speculated that that might be the Nexus down there. Looking at it from here, it looks more like just a regular old building to me, but I don't know. You never know. The developers haven't really said one way or the other, so it could be. Anyway, let's go back and rescue Ostrava now. I went this way first, like I said, because Ostrava will walk down this path later on after we rescue him, and then if you haven't killed the enemies, you're going to have to help him kill them again, so it's better to just preemptively take care of them, you know what I mean? What else we got? Oh, hello. You got any friends with crossbows up ahead, or what? Oh, right, you can't answer me anymore, 'cause you're dead! There's a crossbow bolt. Another one. I don't know how I just dodged that, but... How is it being offline? I'm online, actually, so... It's better offline in terms of the lag, that's for certain, but... Online, the lag is... a little bit real. Ow. I'm just swinging wildly, man. There's the Ring of Gash Resistance for Bleed Resist. Bleed isn't that much of a problem, though, in this game, because it's just straight up HP loss, just a little... And it's a little bit, it's not a huge amount, so... in other games, I think Bleed is more substantial. But in this game, it's probably the least of your worries in terms of status effects. Now, Poison and Plague in this game, whole nother ball game. Far better than they are in the other games, that's for sure. Hello, Ostrava.
Thank you. That makes twice.
What are the chances
Thanks
that...
to you, I can now forge ahead. This is a token of my gratitude. Please accept it.
And he gives us some Dark Moon Grass. Very nice. I believe that's the best healing item in the game, if I recall correctly.
This is bad. Not a single person left. Why on earth? How did all of this happen? Father!
He's not going to hear you, man. He's all the way at the end of the bridge there, probably.
This is bad. How did...
Anyway, so we rescued Ostrava again, and he's grateful. And I believe he'll go back to the Nexus now, so if you didn't talk to him before when you rescued him in 1-1, you can talk to him over there now. But now we're going to go back up on the bridge because we don't have to worry about the dragon murdering us with its fire breath. So normally you could go down this way and avoid the dragon's breath, but playing Bloodborne in the Chalice dungeons, yeah, cool. I have not ventured very far into the Chalice dungeons myself. When we play Bloodborne, which will be eventually here, your suggestion is, I think, like 3rd or 4th on the list at this point, after other people's suggestions. But when we play Bloodborne, we'll be doing Chalice dungeons, so I don't know if we'll be doing all of them or what, but oh god. Oh god. Oh god! Good lord, man. Oh. He's freed the mob! I think Soul Arrow is in order here. Yeah, the sound effects, man, are just... There are specific parts of this game, though, that are laggy, even offline, so... There's a spiked shield. Renowned Hero Soul. I believe the spiked shield in this version of the game is... It's still the version where you can, you know, poke people with it, the front of the shield, if you're doing that, so... I'm not too interested in that, though, so... Instead, we'll just, you know, poke at them from afar with our magics. This is terrible. Use this for cover. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. How does it feel fighting all by yourself there in this glitchy, audio-filled mess? Okay. Yes, you are correct. Using magic in Demon Souls is easy mode. Thankfully, I don't care. I have never used magic in Demon Souls. Previously, I used a Faith build, and there's a compound short bow. I used the Faith build and didn't really use spells. I basically just used melee. So this is a first for me. Online is a first. Magic is a first. So I will take every advantage I can get. Got to play the ways that I have not played before, because I might not play this game again. So you want pure melee? Yeah, pure melee is fun. It's what I did in Dark Souls 3, and I've done it in, I think, every Souls game at this point. So it's usually my preferred option, but this game's magic system is significantly better, I think, than Dark Souls 1's and Dark Souls 2's. So, use magic on Maneater. Yeah, that's probably what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to use some magic for Maneater there, because that boss is tricky. But for now, we're good. More turpentine, thank you. Maybe I shouldn't have dodged into that so I wouldn't get shot in the face by crossbowmen from the ramparts above. And that blue-eye knight that's there too. Ow, 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 ow. Hold, okay, okay. Let's take a break, fellas. I need a breather. Whew. Skin of my teeth there. Oh god. Hang on. Get this dark moon grass off of me. Okay. Ow. Uh-oh, here comes the Blue Eyes Knight. Gotta be careful. At least I can still backstab him even though I'm like, you know, lagging like shit. Ow. Half Moongrass, throwing knife, my face. My beautiful face! More Moongrass. More Moongrass. See, this is where you want to go to get Moongrass if you didn't have it to begin with, because you get a lot of it. So yeah, I use Turpentine on Phalanx as well. It just seems to work better, I think, than any other method with Phalanx. We might use Turpentine on the next boss too, just to get a little bit more of an advantage. I'll see when I get there. Hey, late Moongrass, nice. I think that's a pretty rare drop from him, so good to have. There's the boss over there. There's also a door here, which we cannot open just yet. We'll get that later. And, okay, here it is. I thought there were stairs here, but it's stairs. There are stairs, they're just through a door, that's all. Oh, Crystal Lizard. Don't you dare! Thankfully, the Fragrant Ring heals off most of the MP use that I have when spamming Soul Arrow like this. So, ooh, a chunk of hardstone. Not even bad. Thank you. That's cool. And we got some large shards too. So both of those will help us in the future. Let's deal with the crossbowmen up here. Did they even know I'm here yet? Probably, because I don't have the Thief's Ring. Oh, never mind. I was going to say, I don't have the Thief's Ring on, so they probably know I'm here. There's some Royal Lotus. If I remember right, that cures poison. Am I right? Hello? There it is. Yeah, heals poison. So that'll be nice for the area coming up, but not just yet. We probably actually won't even go to 5-1 next. We'll probably go to 2-1 next. And then we'll go to 5-1 and get my weapon of choice for the majority of the game. Okay, that takes care of those guys. By the time I get downstairs, the Fragrant Ring will have probably healed off all of the magic that I used. And then we'll be good to go against the boss fight here. And after that, we'll probably go level up and do all that good stuff, and then we'll call it a stream. How do I want to do this? I want to have turpentine on here somewhere, so let's do that. And we'll apply it liberally to our weapon eventually, but not quite yet. Yeah, this game kind of went under the radar for a lot of people. Dark Souls was when the Souls series really started getting popular, but this game is great, man. I love it. Yes, you guessed correctly. That is the weapon I'll be using, but it will not be blessed. It will be something else entirely. And actually, that's probably why we need to go to 2.1 first, now that I'm thinking about it, because we need to unbless the mace. And to do that, I need an item that you can only get in 2.1, so this is Tower Knight. You don't want to fight him first. Unfortunately, that official guy that was behind him is not here right now. So you want to get in here so that you can avoid his soul spears that he shoots at you. Reference in the next game. But as long as you have a wall between you and him, you can't get hit by his soul spears as easily. Yeah, 5.2 is going to be fun online, because if you thought it was bad offline, online, it's a whole nother beast, because it lagged like a bitch offline, and it's gonna lag like a bitch online. So, yeah, that Black Phantom is gonna be something we have to deal with too, because I also want a weapon that's over by that Black Phantom, and well, that'll be for later. But yeah, as long as you have a wall between you and him, and you're not standing directly up against the wall, you should be able to avoid his soul spears. Okay. But we want to kill the crossbowmen before we deal with the Tower Knight, just so we don't have to deal with their bullshit. Uh-oh. Thankfully, Tower Knight's Soul Spear attack is really slow, so I don't want to fall off the tower, though, without having killed all of these guys, though. So, ouch. And I mean, it's not that bad of an attack. It doesn't deal that terribly much damage compared to, you know, some other things. So, let's get out of here. Go. Where you going, son? Okay, now we're good. Now we need to get under his legs and smash him crapless. Ow. Holy shit. Uh-oh. Better get out of here. Okay, we're good. So we want to make his legs do that. Ow. Because when you make his legs do that, he's more inclined to fall over. I need to heal a little bit. Hold on. Okay, there we go. You just keep doing that, big fella. Okay, that's one leg that's down. I am losing inputs with the lag. Yes, I am. Ow. It's making things a little more challenging than it probably would be otherwise. Especially since I'm not really hitting him in some cases. Ow, ow, but he can still hit me with no problems. Okay, let's just... I'm trying to get out of the way, but it's not really working out for me. Alright, let's back off. Okay, there we go. Up, there we go. Down he goes! Ouch. My face. Okay. So now let's get around here, apply turpentine, and then whack him in the head. And this is probably the only time in the history of the internet you will see somebody having to two-round the Tower Knight because of my input lag that I'm having here. Okay, let's just get out of the way there. And then, get around his shield. And then, one more. There we go. You're dead. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it can get a little annoying having to run all the way across the bridge again if you die, because then you have to deal with the dogs, and you have to deal with the soldiers and everything else like that, so I get you. Thankfully, we won't have to worry about that, because Tower Knight is down. even though he was significantly harder than he normally is due to input frames and lag and all that stuff. What is Jaeger barking at? Hello? Hello? What you barking at, Jaeger? What you barking at? You're okay. You're alright, good boy. You just stay out for a little bit. We'll bring you inside in a little bit because it's going to get cold and snowy tonight, okay? You're okay, good boy. Be a good boy for a little bit. We'll bring you in a little while. Alright. That's that. Now. It's like one interruption per stream from him. Then again, it's not really an interruption. He's just, you know, being doggo. So, grab the Iron Demon Soul from here. And then we'll go over here and see if we can't proceed carrying all these souls here. A thick, colorless fog holds you back. Only those who've slain an archdemon may pass beyond this point. So, no 1-3 for us right now. Not that I'd want to. 1-3 is kind of challenging at this point in the game. So let's return to the Nexus instead and use all of them souls that we got here. And then we'll wrap it up, call it a stream, and the next time we're going to go grab our weapon of choice. Hey, Dr. Lokoki. I am playing online, yes. You caught us at the very end of the stream here. But I will be playing online as much as possible, despite the input lag that it's causing and the dropped frames and all of that stuff. So if you have a file and you would like to see me invaded by a character of your choosing, feel free. I will keep my options open when I totally die and bite the dust from that. Okay, so yeah, next time you can invade. We'll be coming back on Thursday to play some more, and we'll be going from there at that point. I don't think this small flame scale demon soul. All right, Dr. Lokoki, I'll see you next time there. I'm gonna end the stream in just a few minutes once I level up. I don't think this soul does anything. I think it's just for souls. So, small flame scale demon soul. Yeah, just grants 10,000 souls when used. So that, yes, next time. So that is what we're going to use it for. We'll probably save the other souls for, you know, actually using them for things like let's see. Vanguard you can use to make an axe. Adjudicator you can use to make the meat cleaver. I know the Iron Demon Soul you can use to make a spell later, so we'll probably save that one over the other ones. But the rest we're kind of good. We don't really need them that badly. We got a winged spear in that level too. So maybe we'll use that in the next level. I mean, we have the compound longbow in case we need it, but yeah. We need to get rid of those bolts too. And that ring of gas resistance, because that's never going to come in handy. So, there's that. But we got a ton of souls to use here. You're worried sick about me, Thomas. Oh, don't worry about me. I'll be good. Thank you for your concern, but I'm fine. I don't think we need these. We can kind of keep these here in the Nexus because when we die, we won't need... Like, we're going to be coming back to the Nexus when we die anyway, so... I don't think we'll need them that badly to revive the body form. I might use them more when we do the online stuff. Throwing knives, put those away. If I put the turpentine away, I'll forget about it when we go to do 5-1, so I'm going to keep that in my inventory for now. Put that away, put that away, put that away, put that away, put one of those away, and that. You can put away these white arrows and these bolts. And probably these heavy arrows too. Those will probably be the ones that I'll want to use the most if I can get more of them, but for right now I can't really get more of them, so I'm not going to worry myself about that. We'll just hold on to the arrows that we've got.
We are indebted to you, for you fight on our behalf.
Well, you know, it's all in a day's work. Do I want this shield, or do I want the heater shield that Baldwin has? I don't know. I might buy the heater shield just to have it. I usually prefer having the option of parrying things, but I don't think I parry much in the next area. I think it's mostly just the regular old soldiers that I parry. So maybe we'll wait. Oops. Okay, come on, input frames there. Give me a break. Alright, there we go. If I wanted to upgrade this, yeah, I need a few more hardstones. So, here's where we're gonna do the duping again. In order to do all that. Yeah, no problem, Melodica. Thanks for commenting. I appreciate you commenting in the chat and coming out there. So before we finish this up, let me grab these shards of hardstone. We'll dupe those because we need them for upgrades right now. And then, like I said, only going to be plussing my weapon once per boss that I beat, as long as the weapon is in my inventory. If I get it after I've defeated a boss, which at this point I've beaten 3 of them, I can't +1 it, or +2, or +3 it. So when I get the mace next time, I can't +3 it because I've beaten 3 bosses already. I can only +1 it once I beat the boss at 5-1. And it should still work out. I should be able to upgrade everything all the way up as far as I want it to go, even that way. And if not, then once we get to the PvP portion, I'll just upgrade it that way. Okay, so we need to do this and that. We need the Nexial binding here. So just in case you missed the item duplication last, when I did it, about 20 minutes ago, 25, here's how you do it again. You talk to Baldwin, have enough to buy a Cressma Moongrass, go into Cressma Moongrass, how many, walk away.
What's the hurry? Where are you off to? Have you any manners?
I don't know if I can do it if he says something, but we'll see. Do this, that, then go over to Thomas, talk to him, deposit the items that you want to duplicate, and then mash the circle button.
We are indebted to you, for you fight on our behalf.
So now if we go back into our inventory there, we will see that we have got 1,023 shards of sharpstone, or hardstone rather. I don't need the sharpstone. And that is more than enough to get the upgrades that I want. So, yeah, see. Now we just need large hardstone shards and we'll be better off. Actually, we won't need large hardstone shards because I don't think I'll be upgrading any regular weapons. No, I will. I'll be using hardstone for the mace there when I upgrade that.
You're lucky that it's me and not one of the other barbaric louts.
I messed with Baldwin's head. Okay, so +2 the compound longbow. Now I think if we go back in, we still have 1,023 there. Okay, but yeah, we can +3 it now, but we won't.
Do come back alive.
Yeah. Whatever you say, old man. Alright, in preparation for the next level, I'm equipping that winged spear. And we have a piercing weapon with the longbow, but I need something that I can just use on the fly. So, oh god, the input lag. What is going on? Hang on, I'm dropping. Okay, there we go. That's a little better. Okay, so it was trying to load in the winged spear. Okay, that's why I was having problems. Let's buy the heater shield as well. Should have just done that in the first place. And we will keep that on our inventory for now. Just because it lets me parry. Just in case I'm going to parry something in the next level. But other than that, I think we can start leveling up. So,
Soul of the mind, key to life's ether.
get this to 15. Get this as high as we can. Okay, that'll work.
Soul of the lost, withdrawn from its vessel.
Alright, we are all set and ready to go to 2-1, the Stonefang Mine, on the next episode of Demon's Souls, the Stream Edition. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming out to Twitch to check it out, and also watching it on YouTube if that's where you're watching it. I will see all of you on the next episode. Take care, and have a good night.